to the Obama video. Stay with me, Truth Seeker. A lot more to cover.
And with a determination to honor them through the work we carry on. I have come here tonight as an American.
So here we go, Truth Seeker. Look at the date, January 12th, 112, the alternate dialing code for 911. 1 plus 12 is 13, plus 20 is 33, plus 11 more is 44. So now we're getting a date numerology of 44, the kill number.
Who, like all Americans, to pray with you today and will stand by.
Gabrielle Giffords, having several connections to Obama through the number 84. Arizona equals 84, the only state with that gematria. United States of America, the small way, equals 84. Gabrielle Giffords has named gematria of 84. Her shooting, I think, was a prep for what is to come for Obama. Remember, she survived. I don't think she was ever really shot. I think she's been acting all this time. That's another story. Anyhow, her shooting by this same set of numbers, prepping us for something bigger to come. Another shooting by the numbers, another one Obama's speaking out about.
You tomorrow, and the federal government.
And Truth Seeker, with regards to 84 in Obama, Obama equals 84 in Jewish gematria. Also, his birthday is August 4th, 8-4. Lincoln died on a date with 84 numerology. Lincoln died 216 days after the assassination attempt on his life, or 216 weeks. Obama's born August 4th, the 216th day of the year. We'll talk more about that number in a little bit. Here we go again, Truth Seeker. Look at this date, July 20th, 2012. 7 plus 20, 27. Plus 20, 47. Plus 12, 59. Ask yourself, what are the odds? 59 and 44. Again, the numbers connected to kill.
Stands ready to do whatever's necessary to bring whoever's.
Now here, 58. 58, a very significant number to the death of Lincoln and also to what Obama did his first year as president. Lincoln was killed in Ford's Theater by an actor. Killed by an actor in a theater, supposedly. The name Abraham equals 44. The nickname Honest Abe equals 44. Ford's Theater has gematria of 58, like Freemasonry. I'll just show you this real quick so you don't have to take my word for it. Ford's Theater, it's spelled with that funny ending at the end. They spell it like that. Ford's Theater equals 58. 216 weeks earlier, there was an assassination attempt on his life at the Willard Hotel, which equals 58. Who's doing this, Truth Seeker, are the Freemasons. Freemasonry equals 58. And all of these words are a perfect match with both methods. They're all 58, 139. The numbers of Freemasonry. This is what I continue to expose. It's been Freemasons since the founding to the present running the show and running it by the numbers. This is Obama on the 42nd day of the year, February 11th, 2009, shortly after becoming president, reopening Ford's Theater, which had not been reopened since '68, the year Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, April 4th, 4-4. The theater was open for 9 years and closed again in '77. Emphasis on 9. If Obama dies in office, he will be the 9th president to do so. So 58, very significant to Ford's Theater. All of the theater shootings in the time of Obama at Aurora, Colorado, at Lafayette, Louisiana, and at Antioch, Tennessee, all heavily coded with the number 58. After the second one of these shootings, I made this observation. I pointed it out. The video's on here for you to watch. The next shooting came on August 5th in Lafayette, Louisiana, which can be written 5/8 or 8/5. Or it came in Antioch, Tennessee. But again, all by these numbers, 58 connected to Lincoln's theater shooting. Think about Obama, Lincoln, the history of reopening the theater, shooting hoaxes, scripted agenda by the numbers.
Heinous crime to justice. All of us are heartbroken by what's happened. And I offered the thoughts and prayers not only of.
So now here, Truth Seeker, this time it's in Wisconsin. There are only 2 states in the nation that have 44 gematria. Only 2. They are Georgia and Wisconsin. Georgia, Wisconsin, and no others. 4459. Coded again and again. This comes on August 6th. 8/6 reminds us of the number 86, the word symbol, triangle, and pyramid, all equal 86. The Hiroshima bombing, August 6th, 1945, ordered by the 33rd president on a date with 33 numerology. Numbers that show up around death.
Myself and Michelle, but also for the country as a whole. And each time I learn the news, I react not as a president, but as anybody else
This is on a date with 58 numerology. Freemasonry. Freemasonry.
would, as a parent. In the hard days to come, that community needs us to be at our best as Americans, and I will do everything.
As he wipes away that fake tear, I want you to remember this is the man who was signed off on drone strike assassinations for Americans when they're abroad outside of the nation if suspected of being terrorists. You know? This is a guy who's been given a Nobel Peace Prize and is a warmonger.
In my power as president to help. The lives that were taken from us.
Here we go, Truth Seeker, another date with 44 numerology. There's 4 methods we use. They're all legit. 9 plus 22, 31, plus 13, 44. 64 is another significant number, very important to Israel and Zion, as well as Barack Obama himself. We'll talk more about it.
Were unique. The memories their loved ones carry are unique, and they will carry them and endure long after the news cameras are gone. You know, any shooting is troubling.
So Truth Seeker here, it's April 2nd, 4/2, a lot like 42, the word Freemasons 42. Again, Obama reopened Ford's Theater on the 42nd day of the year, February 11th, 2009, a date with 42 numerology, as well as being the 42nd day of the year. It's in February, which is Black History Month. February, the only month with 42 gematria. February 28th, the last day of February, the 59th day of the year. 42 and 59 being numbers stamped on black Americans in a very negative way. Here they say 16 injured. This is Fort Hood again, which we talked about in the beginning. 16 is one of very few numbers when written out that has a gematria of 33. It's all by the numbers, Truth Seeker. Remember, Hood equals 42. This is Fort Hood.
Obviously, this reopens the pain of what happened at Fort Hood 5 years ago. The country has to do some soul searching about this. This is becoming the norm. And we take it.
So in this one, Truth Seeker, I remember this because I live in Seattle. Seattle's on the 47th parallel. 47, another special number. The shooting was at Miller Hall. Miller, a word with 33 gematria. Here in Seattle, it's not that big of a city. It's like everybody knows everybody. Nobody knew the shooter. Nobody knew the victims. Hoax.
For granted in ways that, as a parent, are terrifying to me. The good news is I am confident that the outpouring of unity.
Truth Seeker, this was a massive hoax. Dylan Stormroof, a very coded name, was the shooter. If you have not seen my work on this shooting, please go back and watch all the Charleston videos I made. What's important to note is 9 people were supposedly killed. 9 days later, Obama went and sang at the funeral, sang Amazing Grace, a song written by a slave trader who also had a birthday of August 4th, just like Obama. Whole lot more coded into it than that. But think about it. 9 people, 9 days after Obama's there. The next one to go will be 9. Look at this date here, Truth Seeker. June 18th, 2015. 6 plus 18, 24. Plus 20, 44. Plus 15, 59.
And strength and fellowship and love across Charleston today. indicates the degree to which those old vestiges of hatred can be overcome.
And again, 59, a number negatively stamped on black Americans. That was talking about a shooting up of a black church. A very provoking story, which is why it's out there. All by these sick, disgusting numbers. And here he is talking about the Roseburg, Oregon shooting. On the first day of October, it was reported that 10 people were killed. October, the only month with 33 gematria. Oregon, the 33rd state, the only with 74 gematria, which we'll talk about. 10 days before Bobby Kennedy was shot and killed, he spoke in Roseburg, Oregon about gun control of all places. Robert Kennedy equals 66. Sirhan equals 66. Robert Kennedy died at 1:44 in the morning, June 6th. 6-6. His brother died on the first day of Sagittarius, having a gematria of 144. This number connected to political assassination.
Each time this happens, I'm going to bring this up. Each time this happens, I am going to say that we can actually do something about it, but we're going to have to change our laws.
Truth Seeker, in that regard, me and Obama are very much the same. That's why I'm so persistent. That's why I'm so dedicated to spreading this information, this knowledge, and covering each of these shootings. Because people are not awake, and we need to wake up to stop this madness. They are taking us to a very bad place. I've known this since I was 18 years old when September 11th happened. I knew if they'd lie to us then and get away with it, they would continue to do so, and it would get worse and worse. For those of you who are so outraged about Obama and think he's the Antichrist, you need to wake up too. It's not just Obama. He's the latest puppet. This is what they all do. I told everybody Obama was going to be a puppet, and the reason we were getting the first black president is because we were living in a time where the house of cards has never been more exposed. It's all a monster setup. And so many people are getting played in so many different ways. And there's so many truth channels out here on YouTube that talk about Obama as the Antichrist. These people have no historical perspective. That's the same rhetoric that was used about the leader of Germany that got people to go and participate in World War I in this nation. And they're trying to take us to another war. Same type of tactics, and people get played again and again and don't see it. Let's talk more about Michael Bloomberg now, who Obama met with today. Notice Michael Bloomberg, born February 14th, 1942. 42, special number, Freemason, 42. He was also born in the time of Lupercalia, the festival that begins on the 44th day of the year, February 13th, runs through the 15th. He's born right in the middle on the 14th. Lupercalia begins on the 44th day of the year. It even has name gematria of 44. So many connections in our calendar. Remember, Bloomberg, the name, having 44 gematria. Today's date having 44 numerology. Meeting with the 44th president about gun control. The name Michael Rubens Bloomberg, his birth name, has gematria of 111, just like the gematria of New York, where he was mayor. The date he's born on, lots of interesting numerology. Life lesson number of 32, the American number, 7/4/1776. A date with 32 numerology, matching the gematria of the nation. Also date numerology of 77, just like the name Michael Bloomberg without the middle name. And with the abbreviated method, 58, like Freemasonry. First president of this nation, a 33rd degree Freemason, died at age 67. Another number connected to Freemasonry. So all year we get these really crazy gun statistics, and they normally come from Everytown for Gun Safety, Michael Bloomberg's lobby. Here's one that really stands out in my memory. There was a shooting in Oregon, June 19th, 2014. And in this shooting, they said it was the 74th since Sandy Hook. It took place at an Oregon high school. This isn't this year in Roseburg. This is 2014 in Troutdale, Oregon. And they said it was the 74th since Sandy Hook. And right away I laughed because I knew that Oregon was the only